it going, everyone? SwaggyLucho5 here, and welcome back to another video. So today, we are going to be looking at a Gengar deck that has the Zubat line in it, or at least Zubat and what is it called? Golbat. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into today's rounds. So starting off, we did lose the coin flip. But yeah, our opponent chooses to go first, and I gotta tell you, I did a recording before, but the match start was just so hilarious. So number one, my opponent got to take 5 mulligans, which was, or maybe it was even more than 5, it was crazy. And then my starting hand, I had all Pokemon, no Shaymin. It was really sad. So however, this is the real recording, and I hope you enjoy the battles today. So we start out facing Mewtwo-EX, the one from Evolutions, and I really like the art on this card. Exceptionally cool. So she attaches a Psychic Energy and ends her turn. So here I'm gonna Ultra Ball. I was thinking a lot in school today. Sorry. Okay. So here I play a Level Ball and grab Gastly, so we can start preparing a Gengar. And Gengar has a really cool attack. So basically, if the defending Pokemon has 3 or more damage counters on it, it's automatically knocked out, which is really crazy if you ask me. So what we do is we use Golbat's ability to spread the damage around and then sweep with Gengar. It's a really fun deck. So yeah, she goes ahead and attaches another Psychic Energy and Mega Evolves to end her turn. And I'm like, uh-oh, I got the weakness here. Keep in mind the versus ladder just got reset, so I've been knocked down to 1 star again. It's a little bit annoying, but so we get the 20 damage on Mewtwo. And nothing much we can do here except confuse both of us, which is fun. So Mega Mewtwo's confused. Got a good 20 damage on it. So she plays Birch. Gets a fresh hand. Fresh. Just fresh. Like, sweet. So, I said that for copyright reasons. So, she grabs a Delinquent, which is, interesting, and then plays Professor's Letter in order to grab 2 Psychic Energies, which is cool. She throws them down here, and Mewtwo, is not confused, which is sad. It is confused, but, you know, it got reduced. So, I'm like, you know what, Golbat, do your best. Can we draw a Sycamore this turn? Of course we can, but we do draw a Gengar, which I guess is cool, so I'm like, eh. Yeah, I'll throw that down. Because I was just thinking if there were any ways for her to knock that out, but there's not. So, we are dead drawing. It's a little bit disappointing, but hey, you know, we can't always have the perfect draws. Alright, so this is where I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. She played Lysandre, but she lands Tails on Confusion and hurts herself instead, and I'm like, I shall now demonstrate my longest Diablo ever. However, I still can't Creep Show because we're dead drawn. So I'm like, you know what? Take Golbat. Take it. I don't care about Golbat. If we draw 1 energy and she delinquents us, we win the game. And we run Magma's secret base so we can put damage on 20 damage on every basic once it hits the bench, and that's pretty cool. And she's confused again, and I'm like, that is GG. Even though we dead through the whole time, she kept landing Confusion, and I'm like, let's Creep Show for the knockout and win our first round with Gengar. So I gotta say, I really like this card. You know, and I'm like, ooh, hey, my Psychic went up. Ooh, boy, I leveled up. I got some sleeves that I'll never probably use, but I'm okay with that, I guess. So I'm like, grass, yeah, grass is cool. And then we get our treasure chest, which the best thing you can really get is Regice. I just opened that and I got an energy pouch and 5 Pokecoins. That was pretty horrible, but yeah, it was okay. I mean, what can you expect out of those? They're little mini packs. And I wish they, like, I think it's been like a year and a half since they got rid of 5-card packs on TCG. Oh, they used to have them for like 100 Pokecoins. You could get a 5-card pack. So we get to call the coin flip. And he says I have a good deck off the bat. So I'm like, okay. I don't know why you said that. I mean, if you're a viewer and you said that, that's cool. But, okay. So it is his turn. And we do have a Gastly. I mean, it's nothing much. But, hey, it's something. We got Shaymin, where we can draw 1 card. And spoiler alert, that 1 card is very good. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but, alright. So he starts with Dragonite EX, which, very cool card. A card I hope to pull from an Evolution's booster box I'm about to get on. And, okay, so I attach the Psychic Energy to Gastly. And then I draw. I'm like, I only get 1 card. Rips. And it's N. And I'm like, yeah, boy. I won't do my longest yeah, boy, since there's other people in the house. But, yeah. So, I throw on Gastly. He's like, ooh, that's pretty sad. And I'm like, oh, my man, I feel bad for you. Phew, that was close. So, I threw down Team Magma Seeker Base, and he's like, I'm happy. And I was going to end my turn, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I can sleep poison. And oh yeah, I just landed heads. You're sleeping poisoned, and you take that 10 damage, and you don't wake up. You stay asleep. So that was a very good turn. And anyway, I'm going to tell you how I got that Evolution's booster box. This video is no way in shape or form sponsored by CCG Castle, but I just wanted to give a little shout out to them. So I traded 1,400 commons and uncommons, and they're gonna send me a booster box, which is very cool. So I'd highly recommend that company. Yeah, go check them out. They're really cool. So I'm still not drawing well at all. So I'm like, okay, that's it. I attach a Psychic Energy. Then here I decide, I panicked for a second because I thought the Gengars were in my deck, but I just couldn't draw them. So I grab Haunter here, and I'm like, where should I set it down? I'm thinking here. I'm like, So I decided to throw it on the benched one just in case he knocks out the active one. And I'm like, you know what? Confusion is better than sleep. It truly is. So I go ahead and confuse both of us. And I'm like, what's the point of sleep poison? Because I'd rather have confusion than sleep. Because even if you do escape it, it sticks. It's not like sleep where it's just healed. So that's why I much prefer confusion over sleep. I mean, you can retreat while you're asleep, but he didn't really have much on his bench that was prepared. I mean, he did have Glalie. So he heals up that 20 damage I put on him from the Team Magma Seeker base, but the Dragonite EX is creep showable now. Excuse me, so I can one-shot it if I grab a Gengar. So he hits himself in confusion, which I'm like, man, I feel that way. So I grab an Ultra Ball, and this is where I was like, okay, you know what? What should I do here? I was thinking, because I was like, okay. I'm going to throw down this and pass. And he takes the 80 damage. I forgot, it's actually next turn, where I found a huge disappointment. So this is Pokemon Center Lady, which there's a wrench in the plan, because now we have to do another 10 damage to him. So I'm like, well played, man. Well played, my dude. And now he can Hyper Beam us and knock out that Gastly. Which is pretty cool. So, ooh, Hyper Beam, 130. He's like, heart, yes, boy. And I'm like, ouch. That hurt, man. That really hurt. You know how I feel? Why would you say that? This is where the huge disappointment came. I'm like, ooh, a Trainer's Mail. Let's grab a trainer. And there was no trainers. I'm like, that is not cool. Because, like, I would have Ultra Balled and grabbed, like, Gengar or something like that. But now, I can't. So, I poison him. he can't retreat. I do that for turn. Yeah, this is where I kind of misplayed a bit because he can knock me out with a Hyper Beam. But I'm like, whoa, hey, you just Lysandered me for Shaymin, which was really weird. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'd much rather have you take that Shaymin than my almost prepared Gengar, who's like, okay, so he has 3 prize cards taken, so I'm like, okay, it's time to Razzle Dazzle. Now he has 40 hit points on him. I grab a Sycamore. I'm like, no more messing around. We are getting rid of this hand. We are drawing cards, and we draw a Gengar. So first I throw down Gastly, and then, you know what? I'm like, let's throw down some more damage. I play Golbat and hit Gastly-EX for 20 damage. Get rid of his stadium. This is a big turn, as you can tell. Evolve into Gengar here. Start preparing another Gengar, and then I just take that Dragonite for a knockout. I'm grabbing my 2 prizes. So it's a Rare Candy and Team Magma Secret Base. And the Rare Candy, let's just say, really helped out next turn, because we top decked something pretty nice. I'm guessing you already know what it is, but, yeah. Spoiler alert, it's Gengar. So, he sends out White Kyurem, and this is that new promo from, like, Evolutions, I guess. I guess it's kind of interesting. But it's actually good, because it buys us time to splash damage down, and I'm like, yes, boy, Gengar. So, I play, Rare Candy here, and Evolve. Then I just am like, do I enter Sycamore? And I'm like, Sycamore. I'm just gonna Sycamore. I don't want to draw 4 cards. So I grab a Trainer's Mail, and I found a Devolution Spray, or Devolution Spray, however you want to say it. And so here I Ultra Ball. I decided I don't need this Golbat, because, yeah. And I grab a Zubat. And the reason I did this is because if we use Devolution Spray on our regular Golbat, we can just hit for 40 damage anywhere next turn. So I just Sinister Fog. I'm like, meh, you're poisoned. Glalie takes 10 damage. So Glalie is in the position to get Creep Showed, which is very awesome. Doesn't matter how much HP you have with Gengar. It's just, as long as you have 30 damage on you, there's no way you're going to survive. It's just impossible. So, yeah, I really like this card. So we top decks the DCE, which I guess is kind of nice for him. Then plays Professor's Letter. And grabs Psychic and Water. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty. That's what I would have guessed. And they just Ice Wings for 60. Not enough to knock me out. He takes poison. So, I am in a good position here. So then that's when I draw Lysandre, and I'm like, you know what? I can play a bat and get the Black Kyurem in a position to knock out. And then I play my Golbat here. Put that 20 damage down, and I'm like, you know what, Glalie? You're my least favorite Pokemon. You are going down. Very satisfying taking down your least favorite Pokemon. I only have 2 prizes left. He only has 1 Pokemon left, which I can one-shot because it's got 40 HP on it. Or 40 damage on it. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go. 1T plays the BS Seeker and the Lysandre. And this is where he's like, you know what? I'm going to go down fighting. I'm not just going to let you win. There's no way I'm going to do that. I got to put a little salt on your back. Or, I don't even know what that was. But just a little salt. So, I'm looking at my discard pile, and he plays the, Lysandre. Or yeah. And brings out the Golbat. Then he just Ice Wings, and I'm like, good game. Good game, sir. You have a good deck. So I send out Gengar, And then I finish it up with a Creep Show, knocking out all his active Pokemon. So, yeah, very good game. Some very good games. It's always fun playing a fun deck. Even if they're not too viable in tournaments, I really enjoy playing them. I really do. So that'll about wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Swaggy Lucha 05, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.